So I just have a few little quick summaries from our meeting of the last 2 days. I do think that it's okay to think about some of the hype. I mean, AI and some of these computational approaches really do have the potential to revolutionize what we're doing in environmental health. And so we need to remember that. But we also have to maintain a healthy skepticism of AI and machine learning. And I think this is where it ties in not just to the reproducibility and replicability, but also the ethics piece of it. I think these are all tied together. And it's very nice that the National Academies released a report just a couple weeks ago on reproducibility, and it was funded by NSF. When I initially read it, I was like, why is it so computational? But it was an NSF-funded initiative. And actually, it's quite appropriate for what we're talking about because it's in the context of how you reproduce work and think about code and sharing all those things. So it was really in line. I strongly encourage you to go look at that report because a lot of work went into it and it was very strong. I think that we have to think about our traditional frameworks for science. We talked about this. We know we were all trained as scientists. We don't abandon the things that we've learned to do in proper study design and doing. We have to keep doing those things. So this is not something to replace. It's to enhance what we've been trained to do. I think it's really important that our training programs evolve. We need to have people and trainees, undergraduates, pre-docs, postdocs, to really understand all these issues we've been talking about. It's not enough just to learn how to code. You have to understand what's going into that and these ethical sort of issues around that. And I think this incentive structure issue is also very important in every level, from publishing papers to obtaining grants to promotions, is we have to make sure that as these techniques are evolving, that these incentive structures evolve alongside them. And this is something that, because there's always this sort of, at least in academia, the wheels turn very slowly, is that we have to aggressively work on changing these because it takes so long to get through all those layers up to the trustee to actually believe in them. So it's something we really need to work on hard. And I think the most important thing here is that we don't leave this meeting and forget about all the things we've been talking about, because I truly think we could face that trough of disillusionment if we do that, if we think about ways that we can maintain this, because again, the growth of the AI piece it's just exploding. It's not going to go away. And we have to really make sure that environmental health sciences stays in the front of avoiding these pitfalls and doing that. And so, the idea of, like, is it something that the standing committee could think about how to have an ongoing discussion on it with, like, Patrick suggests make a blog post or something, but I really think we have to have a way where, and maybe it's something that NIEHS can help do, where they kind of foster something where they talk about these things, because it's going to be continually a challenge, and we just can't not think about it continually. So I want to thank all the organizers for everything and all your attention, and we look forward to your feedback and future attendance. Thank you.